It's on the screen. No one knows what's happening.
Yeah, I was very confused. Because also I don't know if you know this. So Baby Shower did a live pod.
Yeah, we're
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was the only one there.
Yeah, you were there kicking it.
Dude, and you didn't tag me. I felt like we had a good rapport going on.
We had a great rapport.
Yeah.
You weren't tagged in what?
In the app. I should have been tagged. I should have been featured in the app.
Like on what, though? On, like, YouTube?
Yeah.
Can you tag people on YouTube?
Yeah, just do, like, at the Happy Hour.
Oh, all right. Well,
feature me next time, man.
Yeah. No, because we don't have we don't have anything on Instagram or anything.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's fine. It just...
Sure.
Just thought we had a really good app.
We did have a nice little time there.
Yeah. New shoes?
That's the least of what.
That's the least of what's wild going on here.
We need to discuss, but if you want to start there, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you want to start small, we could get bigger?
If we want to start, I got a nice new pair of, what are these called? Do you know what these, Vans.
Vans.
I've never had a pair of Vans.
So you started at 36.
Yeah, that seems like a weird entry point into the van game.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't know they still made them.
Really?
Yeah, they're like Heelys to me.
What are those?
Heelys?
Were you like skateboard on them?
Yeah, would they have the heel on the
right,
the wheel on the heel?
And you kick up and you glide?
Yeah.
Those guys were
Was there anything hotter than that? Oh man,
dude.
Boy.
Were you one of those?
Did we grow up different?
Were you not one of the... You were one of those... You're telling me I can't even picture you, Rich, at school, like, kicking around, wheeling around on those.
Oh, no, because if I flipped the wheels up, they'd snap and I'd fall on my face.
Right.
The wheels couldn't support the girth.
Because of the weight.
The weight.
Right.
Physics.
I always forget that
it happens.
Yeah. But you still liked them?
Yeah. I admired them.
You longed to use them.
I respected Heelys.
Yeah.
I still do, to this day. Still a Heelys fan. I just wouldn't wear them.
Yeah, I can't get behind those.
Yeah, well.
Like, people that wear, like...
It would make too much sense with you.
If I wore those?
If you wore Heelys.
Oh, my God.
If you Heelys'd up the stage and then started doing splits.
Well, that is a little more on brand,
yeah.
I guess. Maybe that. But in, like... I don't know. I just felt like, why don't you just skateboard? Or rollerblade. I think it's less gay to rollerblade.
It's less gay to rollerblade than wear Heelys?
Yes.
Oh, well, here's the thing. My dad will let me home for Christmas if I wear Heelys.
He won't.
No, he will.
He will let you home.
Yeah. Rollerblades.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Really? That's how he does it.
Yeah. Or roller skates. Rollerblades, I might be in. What's going on with that?
With what?
Rollerblades, masculine. Roller skates, gay.
Well, who wears roller skates? I don't see people. That's what I don't. I feel like rollerblades still exist.
Like hot girls in California and gays, I think.
Right. So it's not like guys aren't wearing those.
The skates.
What do you mean the skates? The skates themselves?
Yeah, the roller skates. Rollerblades, they're rocking.
Rollerblades, at least in my time, you could grind. You could. You were sick.
That's what I'm saying.
You could be pretty cool. You could be like somewhat cool. Now there was this small niche group of people that rollerbladed with sort of the arms behind their back and very quickly and flamboyantly, and that was a different thing. Okay, that's how and skateboarding was clearly the
superior.
Yes.
Okay.
It sort of resembled skiing a little bit. If you snowboarded, you were like the tits. And then if you skied for some reason, because I skied, you'd get a lot of grief.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But that was the early 2000s.
I know.
That was the revolution going on.
Our favorite
The
topic.
counterculture. Yeah. That is our favorite topic. We can continue down this road or we can keep... I don't know. What do you want? You clearly have a lot of questions to ask me.
There's so much going on, but, I'm so okay with the absurdity of our paths when I come on here that I'm... Well, for starters, I bumped into Yarish.
Okay.
And
I don't know where this is going.
I told him we've got a nice little competition going on because I saw that your dad's commented on one of the apps.
He did.
This is the best app, or something along those lines.
You were formerly favorite app.
Yes.
You have lost the title to my dad.
Yes, and this is what I said. Look, Yarsh, all right. We'll settle this in the coming months.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to get back on there. We're going to, Mr. Happel, we're going to figure things out.
Yep.
So that's one. Two, these are, I got them as a Christmas gift.
Interesting.
So I wouldn't buy these for myself.
Okay.
But I like them. I've been converted now.
No, they look good. I've
Yeah.
seen you since Christmas, and you were wearing shoes with holes in them.
No, I don't think you have.
Oh, have I not? Maybe not.
I really don't know. I don't think you have though.
No, I might not have.
Because I don't think there's been a day I haven't worn these.
I don't think I've seen you for like 2 months.
Right? Or at least like a month and something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. I stand gay.
Yeah. We're going to find out if Rich is gay in this episode.
That's right.
So far.
This might be like a Goosebumps, like choose your own adventure. I'll put options on the bottom and you could choose your own path.
A little Rorschach test.
Yeah.
For the listeners.
That's fun.
Right? Little Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
All right, let me go through door number 2. Looks like Rich is gay.
Yep.
Okay. Let me go back. Door number 1. Still gay. There are no doors.
That's the result of after every door.
Every door, Rich is gay. Me too, as well. By the way, on my end, yeah.
Right.
There's no doors. So, anyway, so these are for Christmas. Okay. And then 2, yeah, you're moving. Like, what's going on? Like, you're moving.
Yeah. So you walked in and you saw a bunch of boxes.
Yeah.
And then your initial question was, "Are you moving?"
Yes. That's reasonable, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else the scenario would be.
Yeah, you thought maybe you said, no, I just like to put my shit in boxes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I would like to know actually where you're going. Like, I haven't heard anything about. Here's what confused me.
Okay.
Usually when I come over here, you work from home and you have nothing in boxes.
Yes.
So I came back and, like, the lights were off, and you clearly seemed like you were coming in from the outside world.
I did.
So that was surprising. And then the boxes, it was just like this whole, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, so you were throwing for a lot of curveballs. A lot of constants were variables.
Yes.
For you. Okay. I think that's fair to start questioning things. Which part of this...
I'm trying to figure out my place in the world. Are you going? All right, so
You're like a cat that's put into a new house. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, I'm usually the guy who comes in and you go, okay, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's like everything about you is like kind of rotated.
The tables have turned,
Yes. And now, all right, so you don't work from home anymore.
I haven't in about a year.
No, stop.
Facts.
Rich. Stop.
Yes.
Stop. We have old podcasts to prove this.
No, I've been doing it. I could go to the computer source at work and ask for my attendance record if you like.
I hope you don't say that to the people there. The computer source.
Yeah.
Are we
fired?
Yeah. Are we working at those computer sources again?
Hey, can you pull up the computer source for me?
Everyone's working at the computer
Pull up
source.
a dashboard.
A year? Okay, so maybe I'm wrong, but that seems like a long time, Rich. You're telling me you weren't making those cold calls here last year. We were talking how you close deals.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah.
Just from the office.
Wow. Okay, well, do you like... I don't know if you know
you're
me.
a new office guy.
I'm an office guy.
You're walking around. They have sushi there, but you don't like sushi, but you still eat it.
Told you, yeah.
Yes. Which my mom still was very confused over that.
All right, let's clear that up so I can get back on the good graces of the Apple family.
Yep.
What's her confusion?
Because you said you were bragging about how there is a bountiful amount of sushi at the office.
Right.
I said, that's great. 20 minutes passed. And then you said with confidence, like, I fucking hate these people that like sushi.
Wait, so are those mutually exclusive? Let's unpack that.
Okay.
I don't know that those are mutually exclusive.
What do you... What
I
are
can
those?
both be, meaning I can both be pumped up that there's sushi, bountiful sushi and food in the kitchen of the law firm I'm at.
Yep.
And I can also hate people that are overzealous about their sushi intake.
Sure. I just hope you can
do you
realize you were that person 20 minutes earlier.
What person? That was... Oh, right. That was saying, okay, there's so much sushi.
Right, and you're like, you don't understand the amounts of sushi we have.
Right.
That's what the confusion was.
Right. I guess that's okay. You know what? I stand corrected there.
Okay. And
If
thank you.
if I'm gonna bring up sushi, I at least need to temper
Yes.
my excitement over sushi when I bring it up.
Yeah, I might have made you too loud. Yes.
If I'm gonna also attack people about...
That's what we're trying to say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so you're an office guy.
Yes.
Okay.
So then you're there at the computer source.
I'm at the computer, so
You're
I
like
walk
Neo in the Matrix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I say, get me plugged in is what I say. When I sit down there. It's like, let's get plugged in.
There's nothing more better than a guy leaning into office culture.
Yeah.
Oh, living the dream, Brad. Yeah, good to see you. Yep. Oh, a hump day, Friday. We're getting out of here pretty soon.
Yep. This is my thing. You want to know what my office thing
yes.
is?
Are you not? So are you? Do you like it though?
Well, they pay for all my meals. That's a big factor.
Can we just talk about? It's the first thing I said.
Yep.
And you know how cool it is.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
You get free DC.
They got DC there. You know what I do
Yes.
every day? I have a diet A&W root beer.
Oh, like let's just be real, people. If you're being handed an A&W,
What, are you going to say no?
or your life improves. It's a
Drastically.
I would say it's a 5 to 10%.
I agree.
So it sounds like, okay, so you do A&W. So tell me, you go in there, what's your move? You were going to say what your move is.
Oh, well, everyone's got like a little office saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's got to go to, they go, hey, Hart, how you doing? So they go, this is what I do. They go, hey, Rich, how are you? And I go, you ready for this? We're doing it, huh?
You know why that's so good for office culture? The neutrality of it.
You don't know if I'm having a great day or a bad day. I just go, hey, we're really doing it.
That's what office culture's all about. You can't tell if the guy is being utterly sarcastic with you or if he's quite excited. We're doing it, you know. Hey, we're doing it. Or is it like are we? It's just a great little
Yes.
What is that? Non sequitur?
Sure. You're the lawyer.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I know what the hell. I do have a decent vocab.
You should, hopefully.
I got a solid vocab. Yeah. Nevertheless.
Yeah, I mean, you've made up half of it.
It's so made up.
Yeah. I have a pretty good vocab. Yeah, because you designed your own language that no one understands but me, kind of.
Yeah, if you take 10 minutes to break it down. Yeah, you maybe. I made up a language when I was a kid called Dotamese.
Dotamese?
Yeah.
Oh, what? How'd you create that?
Rhodium's tick. Well, I made it up with my buddy.
Oh, of course.
Matt DiPasquale.
Okay. Sure. And then how'd you come up with Dotamese?
You mean the name of the language?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Dotamese entirely?
I want to start with the title, and then we could get to the language.
The title of the language. Dotamese, I think it was part of yodiums, dodiums. We kind of were saying these fun words, yodiums, dodiums. And then I think it just kind of was like, all right, Yotamese, Dotamese, the E's Chinese. Maybe it's kind of off that. You know, there's like an E. You know,
an E's.
Japanese. Thank you, Rich.
You got it.
You just made my week.
You're welcome.
That you found another one. So that
I didn't think it was that hard.
Japanese, Dotamese, Cantonese. Wow. Yep. You're very good at that. You know, you take a thing, you bring it over here, and then you find other things up and down.
I'm the rhythm guitar of comedy. I just find what your BPM is at, and I just kind of just keep going with it. You start throwing E's around. I was like, okay, Japanese, Cantonese, here we go.
Here we go. Give me an E scat. Give me an E major. Here we go, baby. Cantonese, Japanese. Yeah. You keep the tempo up.
That's it. Yeah, let's keep going. We're really doing it, folks.
We're cooking. I was telling you on the way down here, I said, preheat the Susan.
I know, and I like how you called it a Susan. That was fun.
Yeah. That's the oven. Because you had a nice, what did you say? You said you had the oven going.
I had the oven preheating.
Yeah. We're cooking, huh?
We're really
casserole in there.
Casseroles. We could go on a whole tangent on that.
Haven't had enough casseroles since '98. No, I kid.
I'm joshing.
I'm joshing you, right? No ziti since. Oh, anyway.
Man, that's what I'm gonna miss about this apartment. What the next person doesn't realize is what history happened in here.
Rich.
We rediscovered ziti in this apartment.
That's right, Rich.
ziti was lost.
I came in here and I regaled you of my tales of AMC. In D.C., and I'll always remember this place, right? We had the great talks, the ZD. Can you tell me, before we continue on the Dotamese, where you're moving to?
It's going to impact your commute. I don't think you're going to like it that much. Well, I'm going to reveal where I'm going.
New Zealand. I'll be moving to New Zealand. By the way, I would come to New Zealand. I would come to New Zealand. On God.
I appreciate it.
Once a year to do if you went that far.
We would.
I think that's reasonable too, right? If I came once a year.
What I would ask of you if I did move to New Zealand, which this location might be worse for you than New Zealand, is you would come for a month. We'd record every day, and that would be the pod for the year.
Like Kanye West.
Yes.
In My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Except more anti-Semitic.
God, I would be so much better on some of these if I didn't break every time we were going back and...
It's going to make good clips.
I know. But you're so... You rhythm it. I'm going to try to... All right, I'm going to try a new thing where I keep adding.
That's it. Listen, rhythm guitar.
Because, man, that's funny, right? A little more racist. More talented. More racist is funny because he's really racist.
Yeah, does he not like certain demos.
Yeah, so that's an impressive feat. All right, continue. Yeah.
You ready?
I don't know if I'm ready, honestly.
Okay.
Can you give me something to warm me up, prep me, set the tape.
Set the tape?
Yeah.
We're going to have a few cool cats around my new spot. But who I tell you, I don't know if you're going to agree that they're cool.
Oh, I already love this. Couple cool tighties in the atmosphere.
Yeah, couple amigos.
A couple amigis.
Yep.
Wow. Wait a tick.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep,
boop,
beep.
boop, boop.
What maybe let me juice up.
Yeah,
let me cream
string
up.
that guitar there.
Yeah, let me figure out first maybe who these baboons are.
All right.
Are they men?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't tell if this episode's good or bad so far. I feel like it's terrible, but it's probably going to get the most listens ever. So
you think this is bad already?
So far, but then I listened to it and I'm like, no, it was gold.
Really?
But let's keep going.
Wow, I think it's cooking. All right. I'm going to have to recover from this. You've really thrown a wrench into my
I have no idea.
My operating system here. I'm working off of you.
Okay.
Do you want to pivot?
No, keep going.
Okay. All right. So all right. Comics.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Who else are we friends with in common?
Oh, well, I know them. Well, I didn't know if I was going to know them.
Yeah. It's
right.
only one.
It's only one person.
Yeah, it's only one guy. But Tobin's considering moving here.
What? Wait, there or here?
There.
Wow.
So
Union Square, you go? Okay, well, we didn't find out where you're going, right?
yeah, no, we haven't said
I
yet.
didn't want to.
Okay.
All right.
And it's really, I'm going to say again, it's going to impact your commute to
It's
here.
Brooklyn.
No.
Wow. Queens.
No. What? Yep.
Staten Island?
What? No.
He goes, what though? Impact my commute. Well, where haven't I said? Somewhere in Manhattan.
Yes.
East Village.
No.
Chinatown?
No.
Murray Hill?
No.
All right, why don't you tell me?
Okay. Upper East Side.
Upper East Side.
Upper East Side.
That's better for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you would have to take a subway down and go
nuts?
back up.
No. Well, you. If I do come again, I'm gonna be. I'll be coming from Midtown.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Who is it?
Mancusi.
Yes.
And he's already asking me to start going out with him.
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Boy, am I just not interested.
Wait, and you went through split too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know. We haven't talked about it on the pod yet, but yeah, it's true.
Holy cow.
It's a fact-a-rooney there, Hards.
Rich, we got to talk about that, buddy.
Sure, listen, if you want to break it down, we could break it down like one of these boxes.
Yeah. This is a real swingers. So you are literally a single freewheeling new man moving places.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's a lot of life change.
It's a big life change.
Yeah.
But we're doing it, and we'll see how it all works out.
How are you feeling?
It's what it is, you know?
That's
it's
a non-answer.
Listen,
it's what it is.
Listen, it's a part of the game.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The game of life.
Yeah,
You're
living.
I'm living. You go, you know, you have a relationship. You don't want to end it, but sometimes you just have to. You move on. You shake hands. You say, good game, and I'll see you out there.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I like this. That's a good attitude.
It's the attitude you need to have.
Yeah. It's a good attitude. And I think when things like big changes happen, like when they're happening in your life, I think it's a sign that there's something juicy real close. That's how I think.
Yeah, you got to think, you know, what else is there? For as low as the lows can be, the highs.
That's right.
Got to match the low.
That's right.
Or not, and then you're just depressed, and you know that's how that works. But probably not.
Yeah.
I think. Call us in if you agree.
Well, it creates a room in your life, a void that the world can then repurpose.
I know.
With new opportunity.
That's what I'm trying to do. Listen, we were talking about slinging deals here.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to do now.
Right.
Constantly outbound. I'm outbounding.
Yeah.
I'm reaching out. Cold call. You know, hey, you want to grab lunch for a deal, you know?
You're grabbing more lunches now?
Dude.
Are you going to be do more lunches on the Upper East Side?
I've been using my business card.
Yeah.
On this outbounding date opportunity. Because I'll tell you one thing, that's business also.
Yeah. Right. That's a good expense.
It's a great expense. My company asked, hey, why did you spend $150 at this ramen spot? Business.
Yeah, because you had a nice little number out there for a couple of soup noodles.
Right. What do you want me to do? Pay myself?
Let me write it off, Captain.
Right. Hey, I'll pay you back later.
I just finished a nice long something with the lady. How many years was it?
threesers.
Threesers?
We're talking...
Borowski, I thought it was way more than that.
No, 3 years. That's 1 summer, 1 winter Olympics. And then a year in between.
A 3-spot.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's like a little puddle jump. That's a nice long weekend.
That was right.
Nice little long weekend. Oh, I remember, too, what we were talking about. Dotamies. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to go back to that unless you want to.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought we were going to continue because we talked about this on the Baby Shower Live pod.
Yes.
This is exact concept.
Well,
the hunter versus gatherer.
Yes.
Because now, how many of us are single now?
Well, this is what's crazy.
I think we're at an all-time high of single comics.
Oh, it's a rash.
It's a bit concerning, honestly, because we're getting older and we're not improving.
I would say it's potentially a flaw, a DNA character flaw issue.
Right.
Potential. Look, hey, look, I love myself, but there is a sort of pattern that with the comic you sort of go, or the artist you go, hey, look, I get it. There's sacrifices,
Right.
And people go, no, you can do both, and then you're like, I don't know.
I know.
They try, and you go, oh, look, that guy's doing it. And then you turn around, and they go, I'm packing up the boxes.
Yep.
I'm moving out. And you're like, no!
Dating as a comic, watching your friend who's a comic trying to date like someone serious, it's kind of like watching someone surf for the first time.
That's right.
Dude, they're paddling out, and you're like, oh my God, they're paddling out. Okay. Then they start standing up. You're like, dude, oh my God, they're going to get away with it. And they start shaking, and then they fall.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. You were like, plus there's an inevitability. You're like, that wave was going to end.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
I like the ride. That was a good ride. But that wave, was going to crest.
Yep. That's why comics, we're made to be body surfers, I think.
Yeah. Bodies.
Don't even try to stand up. Just hold onto the board, ride the wave in, stand back up, do it again.
Yeah, don't even bring a board.
Right.
Just go out there raw, nude, and body surf.
Yes.
Go, hey, take a look at me, right? You ride it out,
Yep.
Get in the curl. But sometimes you see a guy and you go, wow, look at that guy riding that wave. He's deep in that curl.
Yep.
And you see a guy like that and you go, you sort of go, a couple of you guys, I didn't even know you as single guys.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know me as well. You didn't know me as well.
As well. Yeah. You I did, though. But a couple,
shout out Jason Choi. Shout out to him.
Miller a little while back.
Yep.
It's just Oh, there's just a lot. Yeah, there's a come on over here to the dark side where I just don't date.
Well, yeah, but now you're back on the scene.
Slightly,
Oh, you're not doing it big.
I mean, you might catch me kind of like letting
your
a few
body
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And there's nothing wrong with bodyboard. That's a day at the beach. Yeah.
Right, you should go to the beach. I don't recommend I don't recommend where you just kind of go, all right, there's no way any of it works. I'm just not going to go to the beach.
Here's the thing.
It's a bad attitude.
Here's the thing about the beach.
Yeah.
Some people say they hate the beach.
Well, yeah.
Because they never experienced what a good time at the beach is.
Yeah.
They're only focusing on the sand. You're only focusing on the heat.
Yeah, and on the result.
You never got in the water.
Yeah.
You never went to the snack shop.
Oh, yeah, the snack shop.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't say you hate the beach when really you just don't know how to play at the beach.
Yeah, that's a good point. How do you enjoy? I mean, good luck. Have you been out? You can. It's nice to have dating experiences. I will say, I've had some decent.
It's fun.
It's some decent.
I'm loving the hunt.
Yeah,
the hunt's great.
Yeah, you got to get back in, and you don't want to atrophy too much.
Yes. I was afraid I atrophied too much, but I'm also afraid I might be jumping too much into it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You can overcomp.
I feel like I might be undertrained, and I'm trying to run a marathon. I'm really concerned with that's what's going on, and I might wear myself out. I might get like dating shin splints.
That could happen. How many dates have you started really firing up the calendar yet?
Well, here's the thing. How many have I asked for, or how many have I gotten?
Well,
those are two different answers.
Yes. And if you're anything like me, I don't give a flying hootenanny how many you've asked. It's only about you know that. You're a salesman.
Right. You just gotta get the yes.
Yeah, and you probably have to, in the beginning, you kind of have to, as I came back to the game a little bit more recently, as you were saying.
Yes.
To the hunt here and there. You sort of have to get unrusted.
Yes.
So you sort of have to kind of throw a lot out there and have it not stick and look like an idiot.
Yes.
And try to talk to girls that like you're really like into, or you feel like you're really into, which makes you a crazy person inside.
Yep.
Directly proportional, by the way, to how much you're into the person you're talking to.
1,000,000,000%.
Right. So it's only harder as you become the person. The more you want to talk to them, the harder it is.
Do you want a fun story?
Yeah.
Do you have a minute?
That's why I'm here.
Okay. Listen to this.
Yeah.
First girl I'm asking out, post B.
Yeah.
Post BU, and we're not talking Boston University.
Yeah. Wait, when did you BU, by the way? Just so I know.
About a month ago.
Okay. Wow, that's not a long time.
Cardi, it's not. I'm not fully
Holy
digested the experience.
Yeah.
But we keep potting.
Yes. Okay, but why'd the move come up so quick then? Or was that already in the works?
Yeah, my lease is up. That was going to happen no matter what. Yeah, that has nothing to do with. It just happens to be two things at the same time.
Got it. I think you're like, I went through the BU. I got to move.
I can't be in this apartment anymore.
No, that's how it is sometimes, though. You go there. Yeah, you go.
Someone you didn't live with?
No. Well, you go. There's too many memories. I want a fresh start.
Nope, not it. They just raised my rent $1,200. Maybe they know something I didn't. Maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe they're not raising anyone else's rent. I don't know.
Well, if you're a universe guy like me, they're not coinky-dinks.
Well, we could get to that at a later date.
Okay, I like it.
Well, let me fill you in on this story, Hearts.
So you got the BU.
So I'm with this Chica.
Yeah.
All right.
What? Wait. You're already on the date, or you're?
No, I'm walking alongside this Chica
in the wild.
Who? That I have some rapport with her.
Okay.
So I'm walking alongside this Chica I have rapport with.
The Chica rapport.
And when I'm That's right.
Yeah. It's not a complete stranger, it's a Chica rapport.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I'm walking next to a girl I know, which we will now refer to as a Chica rapport.
Yes.
Okay. So when I'm very nervous.
Yeah, of course.
To ask her.
And you probably are as I'm sorry I keep cutting you off, but it's just too. You're probably like, I don't know, because it was a 3Zs, how long you were out of the game. It's almost like a grade school nerves.
Hardy, you're getting exactly to what I'm going to hit on. Because, listen, I'm 29 years old. Yeah. I'm walking next to this beautiful woman. Just ask her out. What are we doing here? But I'm all nervous and I have no idea what to say. So I wasn't going to say anything.
Right.
But you know what I said to myself?
What?
Unironically?
What?
This is what I said to myself. I wasn't going to say it. And what I said to myself is, Rich, you're an American. I said that
I think you just
to my inner person. And then I was like, do you want to get drinks sometime?
Wait. I think you just summed up deep in your core, like who you are as a guy. You know?
Mm-hmm. No,
Like,
I want you to keep going.
Oh, okay. You're an American.
Yes.
And you like that. You like the values of being an American.
What I thought...
It's a free country. You see what I'm saying? Like,
it's a free country.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a good thing. That's what I like about you. I think deep in I'm an American. Like, I think there's a commonality there. Our love for dessert and pasta and comedy.
Yes.
And the free market.
Yes.
Right? And orange juice, okay?
Okay.
And D12 and what they did when they sunk the economy.
Slim Fast.
Yes. All right? You're an American. Like, it's in there. You're allowed to say hello to women and ask to go out.
That's what our founding fathers wanted. I am not shitting you. This is exactly what went through my brain. I am standing next to this tall, blonde, beautiful woman. I have no idea what to say. But in my head, the D-Day scene of Saving Private Ryan happens. And November Rain starts playing in my head.
Yes. And if you think Rich is over-exaggerating, he's not.
That is literally what happened in my brain, except instead of November Rain, it was Purple Rain. I misspoke.
Yes.
The song.
Well, you're also back up against the wall because who you are as a man and a human being is on trial.
Yes.
In that exact moment, you're up against the ropes. It's like, Rich, now or never. Are you going to be are you going to be a guy that has the chutzpah? It's a basic ability to speak to strangers and execute on what you want. You're up against it. And a lot of people make fun of that, but it is kind of weird for guys now. And I'm sure girls to everyone, but it's like a little weird now to like, I got to say something to someone. How's this going to be taken? Or like what, I got these nerves, like it's a frightening proposition.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been there.
So that's what I'm telling guys to do now. Whenever you're concerned, be it if you are an American or not.
Right.
That part doesn't matter. Just tell yourself.
Yes.
I'm an American.
Wait, so you said that. I love that.
I said that to myself.
Yeah. And then what? So then what'd you do? And then what happened?
So...
yeah.
I've messed up the whole thing.
Yeah, like a red-blooded American.
I messed it all up.
Yeah.
Because we're deviating. We're deviating into different subways.
And I was like, I've done, okay, right.
So I said, hey, you want to get a drink sometime? And she said, sure. And I was like, okay, let me know when you're free.
No way.
I didn't lock down the date.
Oh, because it was a Chica rapport.
It's Hardy. It's a Chica rapport.
It's a Chica rapport. So, right. So, okay. So, it wasn't totally weird. Right. And she goes, but you didn't lock down the date.
Didn't lock down the date.
But that could be a good move, a cool move, depending on, you didn't mean it this way. But it could be kind of boss that you didn't necessarily need to get a date right away on the books.
You ready for this? You want to know how I really messed this up?
You texted me like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah. Hey, we never got a date.
So this move I did is getting a lot of... for
buzz?
It's getting a lot of comments from people. This move I made. What I did was, before I made this move, I consulted with the great and powerful May Plannert.
Oh, okay. So that's a reasonable... I thought you were going to say someone like Wild, like Mancusi or Miller.
I will never ask
me.
either of those degenerates their opinion on dating because they are on the autism scale. Okay. Are you ready?
Have it, people. Yeah. All right. So you couldn't... By the way, also, just as an aside, and I'm going to lose it... Gotta watch it with getting a lady's advice on lady stuff sometimes.
Well,
because they don't.
I learned that lesson here.
Yeah. They don't know what the late. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my thought process asking May is, I know she just got married, and I know she's gay, but I thought she's still young, and she still gets it.
Sure.
She's also my only female friend that I have rapport with.
Yeah, and it's a nice perspective just to get some input on to go, all right, let me figure out where the bumpers are. When you go bowling, like, let me figure out where, like, the sides are. Is this a really wild move?
Right.
What kind of move is this that I'm thinking about?
Because in my head, I knew it was wild.
You knew it was a wild move.
But then I was like, well, if someone can justify this to me, then I'll do it. Luckily, May was that person.
Yeah.
Well, not luckily, because I may have fucked it up permanently. May, we'll have you back on.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
So here is an important factor of this specific woman.
Yeah.
I work with her.
Okay. That's a risky proposition.
Well, there's been a lot of flirtatious vibes.
Yeah, yep.
So I was just trying to pick it up.
Yep. And you're not, I don't know how you are. It's like, if you don't get out all that much, you don't meet that many people anyway.
Well, I'm out, we're hobnobbing. We go to comedy. My friends are trans. I'm out there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we work together, sits directly next to me.
Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, Chica rapport, I'd say so. You might have buried the lead on that.
Yeah,
that might
big rapport.
Yeah, I would say Chica, employer.
Yeah, that's not the word I thought you were going to use. I was thinking of a longer version of rapport, but can't really think of one here.
Yeah.
So that's why we were walking. I asked if you want to get drinks sometime.
Right.
She said sure. I said okay. Let me know. That's how that one ended. I fucked up.
So you come into work the next day.
Okay. Well, she doesn't come in all the time. That's why I said let me know when you're free. Okay. Are you ready for this, Hardy? Are you ready for this move I did?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wild.
I don't know.
Wild. Are you ready? Okay. Here we go. Buckle in, Buttercup. Here's my thought. I don't have her number.
That's okay. By the way, whenever you start a move, here's what I was thinking.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Hey, this move was wild. There was no reason to do this move. All right, keep going.
I feel like we're on King to Ka. We keep going up. We keep going up here. Okay, are you ready? This is what I do. I have no number. I have no Instagram.
Right.
Okay. Don't know when she's exactly coming into the office. And we're always around other peeps.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, can I just...
I would love if you could throw your tongue in here.
Before we... Okay. What day did you...
It was a Thursday.
Okay.
3 weeks ago, as a matter of fact.
So
maybe 4. 3.
But in your
3.
head... Okay. But in your head... You're thinking, all right, I might not see her till next week.
Yes. Exactly.
Which was your first error, because you probably see her next week. You could have just waited. If this is what potentially, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'm gonna what I'm gonna tell you. Okay. So I waited a week.
You did.
She didn't say anything.
Okay, wow, look at you. You're right back. Good. Look at you, Rich.
No, listen, I'm playing the field.
Okay, I thought you were coming out hot like that. Yeah.
Well, I also asked out a few girls and they never followed up. We could talk about that at a later date. But
wow, that sounds like Patreon, which should just be said right now. Okay.
Right? Well, once we turn these mics off, I'll let you know who they were. But
yeah, okay.
Okay, so a week goes by, nothing.
Yeah.
2 weeks go by.
Wow.
Nothing.
Okay, this is not what I thought.
So it's Friday. Friday, 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
It was this past Friday.
Okay.
So like I said, no number, no Instagram. I go, okay, what is my one method of communication with this individual?
Yeah.
Slack. Slack. Okay. So this is what I'm doing.
Let me just tell you, as a man who looks at people's emails all day and Slack messages, that's hilarious.
Well, let me fill you in on what I did.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask for a date on Slack.
That's
because that's wild, but I still kind of did it.
Sure, but probably don't even need advice on that.
Right.
Hey, should I ask someone else on Slack, on Teams?
Yes. And by the way,
on Microsoft Teams, do you ever ask anyone out?
By the way, if you Google if you should do that, there are no answers. I did learn that part.
Yes. I love how deep in the weeds. You're thick in the jungle right now. You're slacking away shit.
Give a fuck.
Right. Yeah.
So this is what I do.
Okay.
Because I know I can't be like, hey, what are you doing Saturday? Right? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Are you ready for this? So I reach out to May.
Reach out to May.
I go,
Slack.
No, not May. No, I text her. What are you talking about?
I was just fucking with you. Yeah, keep going.
I'll let May on Slack. Okay. Camera's good. Okay. So I go, hey, listen, you newly married bitch.
Yeah.
Here's the scenario. Here's what I did. Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
On Slack, no one's in the office. I'm solo. She's not there, obviously, along with no one else. Say, I'm wrapping up my day early. Got a show, because she knows I have a show Friday nights.
Right.
I go, you're around to grab a cup of coffee.
Right.
That's what I did. May goes.
On Slack, though.
May goes, I love it.
Wow.
She goes, coffee good? Don't go over the cough. Don't go past cough.
Right.
Because coffee leaves it like, is it a date? Is it not a date? Are we just two
that's
people
how I ask
hanging?
for dates. That's a but that.
Well, you also don't drink, which is a
Right,
factor.
right.
And you are on caffeine again. But
which is fun, yeah.
Which we could talk about that.
No,
if I wasn't going through so much in my life in the past month, we would double click on that. But I am. So
yeah.
I'm slacking her. I'm like, is there anything worse than someone that's excited to talk to you? That's how I opened the conversation.
Oh my! So is she on Slack?
She's on. Yeah.
Okay. No. I just meant like in that, like she responded to you.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And she was like, "What happened? Fill me in." So I go. She said, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Have you ever you outbounded someone? You get on a call with them, and they're like genuinely excited to talk to you. Is there anything sadder?"
You're making convo.
Making convo. She's like, listen, in this economy, just take the call, shut your mouth, keep it going. And I was like, listen, sister, I hear you.
Right.
Then I was like, listen.
Okay. Listen, yeah.
It's 1 o'clock. I got 2 more calls. I got a 1:30. I got 2:30. Okay.
Right.
After that, I got my show at 8.
Right.
They have no coffee, which was not a lie. They had no coffee in the office. There wasn't. There's no coffee. I gotta grab a coffee. Are you around to grab a coffee around 3:30?
Yeah, it's barely it almost is really just you're putting it squarely in this is a work thing.
You're letting you
really
define
pitching it as a
I'm letting you. I was like, hey, I got a call ends at 3. I gotta leave here. You want to get a coffee around 3:30? Because
she's not in the office.
No one's in the office. I'm completely solo.
Right. Okay. All right. I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't say that there's any legal. It's a touch aggressive, but it's not like, okay,
Oh, it's aggressive.
Employee handbook. It's not like I don't know if it's not like, when they do the quiz and they're like, if Rich asked
it's coffee
Darcy for a coffee, they do the quiz.
Oh yeah, I've taken the quiz. How do you think I know how to get around?
In the quiz, if they put that, I would because in the quiz they're crazy people. So you just crazy people.
You're playing conservative on the quiz. I understand. There are some of those questions on the quiz where you're like, honestly, this guy, I think he's doing all right. This,
That's what I'm saying. Those quizzes are wild. The quizzes are like, hey, Mike says hi. Then Mike says, hi, how you doing? And then Mike says, hi, how you doing? You look good. And it's like,
should he be executed?
Yeah. It's like, are any of these inappropriate? And you're like, well, not really, but definitely the one you think is inappropriate.
Right.
Definitely that one. But they're all just kind of saying hi. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And then she wasn't around. So that's
what did she say? Right. So she said she just.
So she's looking for. She's also in the apartment hunt.
Okay.
So she's like, you're not gonna believe this. Her whole thing is she's trying to not pay a broker's fee. She's like, I'm in the Bronx to avoid this broker's fee.
Oh, that's my style.
Oh yeah, not surprising.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're getting an apartment in the Bronx? She's like, no, I'm in the Bronx. I'm gonna go up UWS. And
right.
I was like, Jesus Christ, you going to the Bronx? How much are you fucking trying not to pay here?
So she just said no.
But she got very. She's like, oh, I'll be honest with you, I'm in the Bronx right now.
Oh, that's what she said. Okay. So what's the buzz? What's the lingering hoopla?
I don't know. Because at this point,
no, but someone's talking about this.
1,000,000%. She's telling everyone. You think I'm a fucking jabron? But don't take the shot.
Well, yeah, because you got to take.
Because what do I have to lose?
You got to take a look. That's right, and you have to start taking shots because again, that's the only way you're going to adjust.
Yes,
that's reality. Rubber's got to meet the road. You can't ask girls out in your mind's eye. No, you got to learn. Hey, how are you? Start talking. Ask some people out. You go, all right. Slack is a good move. Maybe it's not. But what I'm trying to say is like, who was saying like, maybe this isn't a good move. Like someone.
Oh, my high school friends think it is the craziest thing in the world that I did that. And you know what? They might be right. But May Planner told me that it's okay.
Well, here's my argument against that. You have two coworkers on a. So they both work for the company.
Yes.
On a
that's
company.
How coworkers work.
Yes. On a company platform where one asks the other to get coffee.
Yes.
And stop. There's nothing sexual about it. There's nothing about it. There's nothing.
I go through a legal perspective.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
okay.
if you
I didn't know you were digesting this as a lawyer. I thought you were doing this as a friend.
No, that's how I digest it. Because if your high school friends are going, that's crazy. I'm thinking, okay, here's my counter argument in court.
Oh, I thought you were counter arguing my move.
No, to your high school friends.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being my representative.
Yes, 100%. How can you prove anything beyond coworkers doing their job?
Yep.
Right?
It's just a guy asking a girl who, listen, they happen to work together. Hey, you want to grab coffee?
Yes.
I've grabbed coffee with men.
Yes. Now, they might, right, well, that's what I'm saying. They might argue, they may go, okay, have you done this on Slack before? Okay, maybe you hadn't really. Have you gotten coffee with her before?
No, I'd like to. That's the whole point of the ask.
Well, if you had done that before, it also lends it a little bit more to like, okay, this isn't like, a date.
Right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here are your counter to just playing devil's advocate. She's not in the office.
Yes.
That's the one thing that's but I come back with during office hours.
Yeah, it was at 12.
Thanks for coming out. That's during work hours.
Thank you.
Okay, that's within the unit. Also, what departments are you in? Do you ever work with her as a direct or no?
Not as a direct.
Okay, but what are you guys? Could you potentially work together at points?
Yes. Technically, yes.
Okay.
Depending on reorganization. Yes.
Okay, there's another one, a one for me, another tick, right? They do business together.
Not really. Never have.
Okay, so that's a little, all right. Okay, you've never done any, maybe business is too strong. You've never crossed paths in your work in any work capacity, you sit next to each other.
Right, we were same team, then I got promoted.
Yeah, so there you go. You were used to be on the same team. Done deal. You know who she is. Chica rapport.
Yep.
Okay? You know, if I'm your lawyer, I might tell you next week to ask a couple people out on Slack again. You know, like a guy. Gonna say, hey.
Yeah, right.
Mark,
Just, hey, go out and do that. Right.
Mark,
okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep. You know, get a couple more on the books.
Right. Right. No, I ask for people.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? This is the last of my concerns that has now increased in my list of concerns. This was not a concern at all.
It's not a legitimate concern. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It wouldn't be a legitimate concern.
No, my concern is more that I fuck up the op.
Okay.
That's my concern.
Talk op.
Because now you can't ask a third time out. You just simply can't.
Yes, you're absolutely right. There's something called balls in her court.
Right, listen.
She's just not that interest. Into you. Yeah.
It's out there. You're either gay or straight.
Yup.
And you figure it out.
Yup. And if you're not gay, or even if you are, maybe you want to date, you know? So go out with Rich.
Listen, I'm gay.
He's gay.
You know? So that'd be great.
Yeah, it's all right. So you do the whole thing, the gay thing. Look. On the op perspective. Okay. On one hand, let's just do we have time?
We got so much time.
On the one hand, I even have to go back to work. On the one hand, here you go. Remove all of the slack. Let's just talk about, remove the contextualization of it, and let's just talk about the actual moves themselves. Right? Not how they were made, where they were made. Okay. Like, let's just talk about, I don't think you've done nothing wrong in that sense.
I don't think so. I think I did everything traditional.
Well, yes, and what I mean is like 2 weeks later after your first ask.
You do a follow-up.
Yeah, and that's plenty of time, okay? No desperate, weird ask out. You just asked for a coffee.
That's
very
what I
reasonable.
did.
That's what I'm saying. All the moves are I don't see any reason from just what you've done thus far.
Okay.
To have her to have her change whatever her perspective was before you began your approach. Whatever she thought of you before, I think she thinks the same thing now. I don't think any of your moves have altered that. However,
all right.
If she feels a way about the slack ask, which we will not know.
That is a caveat.
We do not know.
We have no idea what the feedback is there.
We do not. Now, she probably doesn't. Could she? Depends on, again, what I would say now, again, why I don't think the op's ruined. Once again, I'll say why.
Okay.
I think if she likes you, it won't be a problem.
Okay.
But if this is an issue, if this approach is an issue, then she just has never really fully. She's just not that into you, and that's how she felt before. Fine. That's what I'm saying. It's fine, but that's how she's felt the whole time. I think.
Okay.
I don't think
I can live with that.
Yeah. I don't think you really done. It'd be weird if she went like, I like this guy. He was great, and then he, asked me out on Slack. The company.
I know.
And I really don't. I think that was. I don't think I really liked him before. It would be kind of like. You'd have to be a crazy prude. I mean, or like, I don't know. Maybe that's not even the right word. You'd have to be a real rule. Like a real, I don't even know what the, you'd have to be, is she a
Libra?
Is she someone, how is she at the office? Like, is she a real go-getter? Is she like an ass kid? Like, is she someone
No.
Okay, because like rule
well,
people.
Kind of.
People buy the book. There's buy the book people. So here's something that happened to me, just as an example.
Okay.
At the office late one night, still open. Guys are talking. These two guys are having a conversation. It goes on for like an hour. And I eventually had to be like, hey, guys, I'm like still trying to like code. Like you can't talk out. You could have maybe a 10-minute, but an hour.
It's excessive.
Right. So I had to say something.
You got it.
The guy's, like a guy that's like so uptight.
Yes.
His ass he apologizes to me every time he sees his ass is so tight. He's so terrified that he broke this custom of that he's like, oh my God, what if he says something to someone? What if I get right? Like you'd have to be like one of those people that's like concerned about the method of. Is that what your high school friends are saying, or are they saying something else?
No, they said that's the craziest fucking thing in the world to do.
Did they give you any explanation of why?
Just it's crazy. Like who does that over Slack?
Okay, but that's what they're. It's weird.
It's more the method
Slack.
of doing it.
It is.
Even though I told my one buddy, I asked a girl that I work with, he said that's a bold move, but I love it. I was like, is that a bold move?
This is what I'm saying. The workforce is a little different now.
I don't know.
I mean, look, that's why I said I wouldn't do. Look, we come from the early aughts, early 2000s.
We brought it up in the beginning of the episode.
Yes. It's like asking someone out at the gym. And even little more.
It's way better than that.
No,
it's so much better than that.
I don't know. I think it's just kind of a little taboo. It's a little. Look, there's a girl I sit near now. There's a girl near, and I don't think I'll have. I don't know. We would have to. You know what? I would almost have to like be outside the office.
Well, that's what I did originally, but I never locked in.
Right.
And that's my fault.
Right. I would from here on out. I would avoid.
You can't ask.
Slack.
You can't ask again. Be it off or online.
Yeah.
You can't ask again.
Yes.
Because today she's sitting next to me the whole day. No one's around really. That would have been a perfect follow-up time.
Oh, well, no, of course.
But it's never happened before, so I didn't think I was going to get that
And you're a fresh guy. You got your fresh legs. You're getting your sea legs.
I'm all over the place. I can't get my sea legs under me. I'm going all over the place, Hardy.
But, well, this is what I'll give you.
Okay.
As a man, as a guy out here, as a human being, you got courage, man. You're putting yourself out there, and that's really important. What's more important, I think, is breaching over the wall and going, hey, do you want to, even though you feel, I'm an American, like, take some stabs at it. Don't, because if you don't confront the anxiety and the nerves and all that, like, introverted kind of, like, scared stuff, like, it'll hurt you in other aspects, like, network, like, people have to get over this in general. I
had to do it.
Putting yourself out there.
It's something I had to do, so I did it.
Yeah, you got to put yourself out there, and then maybe adjust. So maybe you're not going to, okay, maybe I don't use, office email or whatever.
Of course.
Right, again, okay, but still, we're human beings, the gym, the office, the train, coffee shop,
an
these
elevator.
Places. Yeah, these are the places you see people, you meet people. And as long as you're a kind person, and when you respect people, then like, hey, you want to get coffee? I mean, it couldn't be more harmless.
It was harmless, but it would have been nice for a follow up. But what are you gonna do?
You're back out there.
And we're back. Listen, hey.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Right. She said okay the first time.
She said yes originally.
Yes.
But yeah.
What I'm interested in is, you don't want any art? Don't you want a little bit of a little bit of downtime, a little bit of reboot time, or you don't want any? The way I am, I feel like I would be like, all right, I need a 20-minute I need a 20-second time out here.
Well, here's how I'm approaching it, Hards, is that, the relation was a LD relation. We're not talking to Larry David.
or Boston University.
or Boston University, mind you. It was...
I didn't graduate Boston University and date Larry David.
No, neither of those are true.
Right, okay.
It was a long-distance relation.
Yeah.
Never, wasn't a great relationship for the last year.
been in that one. Wow.
I was just like, the second it was over, I was like, I'm back. I just shot out of a cannon, and we just went at 1,000 miles an hour.
Right, which is why the shin splints.
Right, now my shin splints are starting to hurt, and the girl I work with isn't following up, and the girls aren't answering me. But you know what? Damn it, we did it.
Here, look. I see what you're saying, though. You're saying you sort of, and I know what you're saying here, all right? Okay? So I hear what you're saying, and I know what you're saying, all right? When you do that kind of relation, the kind of last year, the relation sort of, or this is how it happened to me. It was sort of over, and then it limped on. When you do that, guy, you're sort of already doing the grieving in it.
Yes. That's exactly how I feel. Or felt. Past tense.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. The ding, 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 ding.
So when it happened, I was like, I already got over this.
Yes. That's what happens in those. You go, I've already been leaving.
Yes.
I've felt it with this person. So now when it ends, and when it ended with me, it's like kind of oddly mutual. You're sort of like, hey, this just we both know it wasn't right. We knew that a while ago. We tested whether or not our assumptions were even right or wrong, and we've gotten feedback that it's not right.
Right.
So you're kind of like, good, hey, like you said, shake hands. I wish you the best. But it's not the dick kick that I've also experienced where your fucking nuts get kicked in your buddy's ass because it's such an aggressive.
Well, that's why I'm kind of like, it's only
breakup. You lose someone you love on an instant, and then you're looking for your dick in your buddy's ass. You know what I'm saying?
I was with you right until the last half of that sentence. No, but that's how.
Right.
I agree with you. Where it's like, yes. I don't know about the dick in my buddy's ass part, but yes. It's like.
Yes.
That's why it's been a month.
Yes.
And I really haven't felt anything. I don't know if it's gonna hit me.
No, I think it's been hitting you.
And I agree.
That's what I
the
mean.
more I reflect.
Yes.
On it.
Yes. Because for me, when the first LD I got in was the one that rocked me to my core. Didn't see it coming. Fucking nuts, square into my buddy's ass. Okay, like I couldn't see straight.
Yeah.
I lost someone I loved in an instant. I didn't see it coming, even though I should have. Whatever.
And your cock was in your friend's ass.
Yeah. And I go to his house. I'm like, dude, have you seen my cock? All right.
I know.
And I'm like, dude, that one rocked me. Rocked, and that's the one where you're sort of left spinning in space, and you go, fuck her. All right, I'm gonna live my life in a direct response to what this bitch did. I'm going to fucking dominate.
Yep.
I'm going to change who I am as a person to let her know what she gave up. This kind of crazy.
Right.
Your anger. This is not that. This is so different. You see it come. You're like, okay. Right. And that's why when the thing ends, it's sort of a... You sort of don't need, you can sort of go, you may even, and this is probably now that I'm thinking back about the feeling, you may even sort of feel like you want to kind of get out there a little bit.
The second it was over, first thing I thought of was, how am I going to ask this girl out?
Yeah.
And then I fucked it up. But.
One thing I would
Good initial thought.
Yeah, and that you tried. One initial thing I will say is I ended up, be careful, oh, this is what happened to me. I ended up right back in a relationship. And then that's what I didn't see coming. Because I went back right away, and I hooked up with this girl that I thought was so hot and cute, and I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe it's happening. I'm so happy that this is happening because this was so exhausting. It was like the end of the other thing.
Of course.
So it was such a great thing, and then before I know it, I turn around, and I'm like back in something. I'm like, wait, I just got out of I don't want to be back in something.
Yep.
So that was a little bit of like shell shock. Where I was like, oh, maybe I'm kind of like I'm doing a little bit of the addicting thing here. I'm kind of like, all right, let me take a second here.
Right, let me take a step back. Let me get a breath. I'm going through that also with Chica.
A different Chica.
Different Chica, but who's doing the same thing to me. And I'm like, nope, we're pulling it back.
Yeah.
We're pulling it back.
I don't know how you feel, but you just got
You can't get back in.
It's textbook rebound.
I'm still all pruned up from the pool. You want me to get back in the pool? I'm pruny. My skin's going to fall apart. Let me get out. Let me grab a hot dog. Let me grab a soda. And let me get back.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Go to the water's edge, all right? Listen to some fucking Cure.
Sure.
Listen to some Jack Johnson. Listen to some
banana
nice,
pancakes.
Yeah, get some existential get some chew on a little bit of what does life mean.
Yep.
You know, be alone a little bit. Truly go, like, have some fun being a lone wolf.
It's the summer of Rich.
Yeah, and Mancusi and Miller.
Yeah, we got to.
H and Joy.
Yeah, I got to put them at like a distance. I'll hang out with Troy.
Vermont.
Yeah, I'm going to put them all at a distance. Troy, I'll hang out with. I'll hang out with you. And Luciano sometimes.
Luciano, all right? You got to come to It's a Shame You Just Missed.
The dinner.
Yeah.
I know, but
the loser dinner. It's one of the great dinners.
One of the first thing I thought of, I'm going to be honest, it was like fifth, sixth thing I thought of after this breakup was, I'm going to go to dinner this year. I started pricing turtlenecks.
I get to go to that dinner those guys had.
Yeah.
Look, and we can end here, you know.
Yeah, I don't know when you have to leave, but
I got to get going.
Okay.
But this is great. Look, it's a, you know, I've been a loose cat for a while now.
That's what people call you.
I'm a loose cat, and I love being alone. So don't let people tell you, it's got to be one way or the other, you know? There's something nice about your solitude.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, bro. It's not bad. In fact, the truth of existence is in there. The truth of your liberation is in there. So
right, you will find yourself in the darkness.
That's right. That's right.
That's how we're gonna end it, folks.
All right, people.
Call us in if that move I did was too wild or not. I have a feeling people are gonna.
It
say
was great.
yes.
All right.
All right. Bye.